job. So let's talk about it here. How many people in the room control their own income on today? What about your schedule? Your advancements? Your retirement? Only a few. You guys look around the room. But what if I can show you, would you be open tonight, if I can show you tonight how you can actually control your own income? What do I mean by that? That you can write your check every week. Who would like that? What about making your own schedule? If you want to work on, a lot of times I go right down to the beach in South Florida and I work on the beach. You guys know that if you see me on social media. What about working 15, 20 hours? And I love the retirement because with our company, we're going to set up retirement for you too. And lifetime bonuses too. So I'm going to show you how to do that on tonight with what we have for our agents, okay? Look at here, at the age of 50 and fired, your job is not promised to you. They can let you go any day. So you need a plan B. They can let you go any day. I want to welcome each and every one to Harvard in Marketing, where corporate America meets entrepreneurship on tonight. How do we earn income? I'm glad you asked. Who want to know how?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys want to know how?
Yes.
Now we know on the job, we get paid how many ways on the job? I'm going to show you how you can actually earn income with our company, 2 different divisions. One is called developing corporate accounts, and I'll go through that. These are actually industries that have credit challenge clients. We know them, right? Real estate agents, mortgage brokers, car salesmen, right? What about establishing your own personal clients? You can also earn income that way. I like that, the protection plan membership, that $87 a month. Oh, you can earn income that way, or sell our service individual, like our will and trust, our smart credit. Now, this is the one that I love here called the business development, where you're able to recruit, train, and manage a team nationwide. Who like that? You heard me say that she called me and she was way in where? Atlanta? And I was way in where? So with this company, you have the opportunity to build a business nationwide. You guys see where I'm at today, right? I have teams now in New York, Atlanta, California, even in St. Thomas. That's a part of the U.S. territory. You could go to Virgin Islands. We have teams in Virginia, right, Gina? We are just expanding in all 50 states, and you can have that opportunity too. And you guys can see we travel, right?
Yeah.
So we don't just sit still. Let's talk about corporate accounts. Does anybody know anyone that actually is in these type of industry that have credit challenge clients or that requires credit worthy clients?
Yes.
Anybody know anybody, mortgage brokers? What about if you can show them how to help their clients improve their credit score and be able to actually build a pipeline of new clients where they can get mortgage? They'll be open?
Yeah.
What about car dealership? They turn clients out every day. What about if you go into a car dealership and they refer all their clients to you? Okay? What about real estate agents? We could actually sell more homes now, right? What about loan modification debt settlement companies? Their clients have credit challenge clients, bankruptcy attorneys, tax professionals, insurance agencies. What about churches, teachers? Last week I went to a school and I actually did a lunch and learn with about 45 teachers. Can we go into schools? Do they have less than perfect credit? I actually went out, I got the lunch, they were very excited. They don't have wills and trusts. So you have that opportunity too. We can go out and get corporate accounts and they can refer their clients directly to you. Additional corporate account opportunities that we have. I like this here, employee payroll deduction, or we can offer the protection plan to big, large companies, to their employees that don't have good credit, don't have LifeLock, don't have a will and trust. Oh, I like this one here. Any real estate agents in the room? Mortgage brokers? Look at here. I like this here. We have a service called Rental Karma. Let me tell you what's so different about our company. Most companies that restore credit, they only do what? They restore credit. But with our company, we educate and we teach our clients how to build credit. You ever heard of that? They don't teach them how to build credit. So I meet a lot of clients that says, in the next year, I want to buy a home. The first thing I ask them, what type of positive trade lines do you have? They tell me none. This is my window right now to say that we have services now to help you build credit. We have our very own secure credit card. Is that great? Yes. Can you build credit that way?
Yes.
What about rental karma? Look at here. You can add your apartment or house rental payments as a positive trade line to your credit report. You ever heard of that? That sets us apart from any other company that's out there. That I have Their score went up 60 to 80 points when they added that on there. So even if you don't have it, you could add it on your credit if you rent or get a secure card, so you can start doing what? Building credit. So when you go to get that mortgage, they see that you have to have a positive trade line on your credit because they're going to look for that. They're going to look for at least, what, 2, 3. They want to make sure you have it. Let's talk about ways that we earn income. Who like getting paid 8 ways? We get paid 8 ways. Not 1 way, but 8 ways, Diana, right? 8 ways. One of our ways is called income. This is called your sales commission and your CAB. The reason why I like this is because you know what? Everything that you personally do, the company's going to actually pay you. When you enroll an agent, you enroll a customer, you're going to get paid. I like the stability. Who like residual income?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how you can set up retirement in the next 5 years with our protection plan. Is that good? Those 87?
Yes.
We also have a wealth and freedom. Remember the R&R Club? Where you could actually drive a free Audi? You can start getting your mortgage payment paid for $5,000 a month. Is that awesome?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you guys that on tonight. What about trips? We just came back this year on a 7-day inclusive, paid for. We went, well, where did we go this year? I know one year we went to Belize, Honduras. Where did we go this year, Gina? St. Thomas, and they pay for it. Rewards and cash incentives without actually company. Let me just break it down so you can know how you could actually be able to make this money. Let's talk about income, sales commission, customer acquisition bonus. Let's break it down. So keep in mind now, as an agent, you're gonna join as an agent. Now you have your own agency. But with your agency, you have benefits attached to your agency. Good?
Yeah.
Who like benefits?
I love it.
Who wanna know how to get them free? I'm gonna show you how to get them free. He's like, I do. So as an agent, you join, you're gonna join with all your benefits. So every agent will get credit repair. You're gonna get LifeLock, Smart Credit, Will and Trust. You're gonna get all that. And I think it's good because you need your own story. People ask you, what happened? Did it work for you? You need to say, yes, it worked for me. So as an agent, here we go. For each 87 protection plan sale, you have the chance to earn up to a $50 commission. Is that good? Now keep in mind, as an agent, your job is not to restore anyone's credit. Your job as an agent is to market and advertise the business. We cut the middleman out. Is that good?
Yeah.
So you're not going to restore anyone's credit, but you will be knowledgeable, like myself and Gina, how credit works, okay? So when you look at it, you're actually getting paid a 60% commission one-time payout bonus when you actually enroll a customer. That's one way. The next way is called a fast-track bonus. Let me tell you why I like this, because person said, Keisha, I'm going to join the company. How do I make money fast? You want to make money, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So as an agent, when you join, we have a fast-track bonus, a one-time bonus. As soon as you join, when you bring in your 2 protection plan customers, we're going to give you a one-time fast-track bonus of $50. So you can make money right away within your first 30 days, okay? Let's talk about another way that you actually make money. This is called your income potential. I like this here. Remember those corporate accounts? Imagine if you went out and you partnered with real estate agents, mortgage brokers. Imagine if they were referring you their clients. Watch this, how powerful it could be, okay? They're referring you their clients. If they referred you 3 protection plan customers per week, we're talking about one way of pay, your personal sales commission, you're making over $600 per month. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
You did nothing now, they're just referring you their clients. What about if they referred you 6 customers per week? We're talking about an extra $1,200. Can anybody see this on a part-time basis?
Oh yeah.
Not changing nothing that you're doing? What about if they referred you 15 customers per week? We're talking about almost over $40,000 a year. Some people don't even make that on their job a year. Let's go into our other way that we earn income. Remember I said as an agent you go out and you can sell the service individually. Remember that? Mm-hmm. If you go out and you sell a My Care plan, which is the will and trust, for $4.99, you can make a commission of $150 every time you go out and you sell a will and trust, a My Care plan. So if you sell 3, you just made how much? $450. Here's the income potential. If you went out just on the will and trust and you got 1 customer per week, you picked up how much? $600 per month. I like this here. If you got 5 customers per week, now you're making over $3,000 per month. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna pause for a minute. I always use this joke, okay? You got your job. Your job is what? Your plan A. Remember I told you about your plan B part-time? You just working, part-time on your little fortune. You ain't changed nothing. So now you got an attitude because you making $3,000 a month now, right? So now you want to call in to the job now because you decide that, change what you were doing.
Yeah.
Now you call in and you're like, the phone is ringing. I'm going to use Eugenia. I'm calling in to where I used to work at the operating room. And her name is, hey, Gina, how are you?
Fantastic.
I'm calling in. Hey, Gina, how you doing today?
Good.
Ex-
How you doing?
Not good at all.
What's going on?
What's going on? I can't see today. I can't see today.
So does that mean you're not gonna be?
That means I can't see myself coming back. But if you change nothing, you would have still been right there on that job.
Right.
But imagine making an extra $3,000 per month, changing nothing that you're doing. You got a little attitude for real now. Now you're actually calling in now.
Yeah.
You guys see that? You can call in with an attitude now. Because now you decide, you say, I want something different. What about if you got 15 customers per week? We're talking about over 100,000 per year. You guys think you could actually make 100,000 a year with this company? You can.
You can.
A lot of us, I'm a six-figure earner way over that this year. I have some other leaders that are way over that this year. My upline, way over that. It's achievable. You can do it. Okay? You definitely can do it. Business development, it's better to get 1% of 100 people's effort rather than 100% of your own. Who believes that?
Absolutely.
I want you guys to take a very close look at this. Lakeisha did not say this, but who said it? A billionaire by the name of who? Paul Getty. It lets you know that in society, that when we see this type of margin, we are so closed-minded. But it lets you know that billionaires and millionaires are actually made through this type of margin. When did I make my first 6 figures? Back in 2009 when I used this type of margin. I have friends that are millionaires right now with this type of margin. But we'll be so close-minded to say it's a pyramid. No, your job is a pyramid. But think about Lakeisha in 24 hours what I could actually do. But imagine 50 Lakeishas doing the same thing with the same common goal in mind. How much we can actually get accomplished. Is that powerful?
Yes.
That's powerful. That lets you know now. If you don't have it on your portfolio, residual income, you want to get it right away. That's what they use. It's called autopilot to build wealth. And we don't have it on our portfolio. This is called our CAB. I call this the mean green money machine. So if you're joining the business, Ayana shaking her head like yes, because when I was training her, she was like, okay, but when you start making money, you really understand how it works now. So we have, when you think about the 87 billion residual income, you're gonna build that on the back end. But what about you coming and you say, Keisha, I wanna make money right now. So we have this in place, you can start making money right away, okay? So basically what it says, you can earn from $100 all the way to $550 whenever you enroll a new agent. Who like that?
Yes.
Okay, with the protection plan membership and help them produce 340 in sales within their first 30 days. I'll make it very simple how it actually works. Let's talk about you. You just joined the company and you're saying, Keisha, how do I maximize the comp plan right at the entry level? I'm going to show you how. This is you. You're an agent. You just joined. You are just the agent. I was the agent when I joined. You go out and you personally enroll an agent. You help that agent bring in 2 protection plan customers. You just made a commission of $100 on the CAB bonus. Is that good? Mm-hmm. Plus the residual. Now look at the agent that you brought in. How much did they make? They picked up a $50 fast track bonus too. So is it fair to say that the agent that you brought in got paid?
Yes.
Right? And you got paid. So imagine if you came in right now on the entry level and you went out and you enrolled 5 agents and they all went out and got 2 protection plan members. So how much did you just make? On one web pay? So can you make money at the entry level?
Yes.
Yes, you can. So that's how you start making your money right in the beginning of the business. If you don't want to build a business, just go ahead on your 87, take your $50. If you want to build, you build that way, and I'll talk about the residual of how you're going to build on the back end, okay? Here's more. So I told you that you can make anywhere from what, 100 to 550, right? So anytime you get a new title in the company, they're going to pay you more, okay? The agent makes how much? 100. The field trainer picks up how much? 160, okay? Senior field trainer picks up 240, and it continues to go down. Okay, and I'll tell you how simple it is. Just to get your sales field trainer, all you need to bring in is 2 agents. 2 agents, help those 2 agents go out and bring in 2 protection plans. And now you're actually a field trainer. Is that simple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 agents, and they go get 2 protection plan customers. That's how you become a field trainer. That's the blueprint. The blueprint is field trainers. You guys heard from our very own. We have a new senior field trainer. You guys give it up for Miss Ayana. Ayana, how long did you start your business ago?
It was in July.
July. Now when she brings the agent in, they bring in 2 protection plans. She pick up how much?
240.
Can you imagine her bringing in 5 agents at that level? How much is that? Over $1,000 on one way. Get excited. You see what's happening? Do we have any field trainers in the room? Y'all give it up for our field trainers. I can't leave y'all out. Okay? Because guess what? When you bring an agent in, look how much you get paid. Do we have any agents have just joined the company in the room? That's okay. Oh, y'all give it up for our new agents. Do we have any sales directors? Y'all give it up for the sales directors. Well, I always say, now when you get to this title, now you at the money position. So if you need a little loan, what's your name?
James.
Y'all can ask James for a loan. You guys, how much James picks up back here now? 380. Can you imagine James bringing in 3 or 4 agents at that level? And we have regional sales director. Do we have any regional sales director? Y'all give it up for Mr. Earl. You guys see how much he picks up? 430. You see that? We also have Miss Executive Sales Director, Miss Gina Robinson. Give it up for Gina. Now, how much do Gina pick up? You guys see that? 475. Amazing. This is myself, Executive Vice President. I pick up 520. My upline, Senior Field
Go ahead.
Nicole picks up 520. So y'all, now you see why I call this the mean green money machine. Y'all give it up for it. I love it. This right here is definitely it. So let's talk about stability and residual income, the power of the protection plan. We're talking about building retirement in the next 5 years. We're talking about the back end, those 87, 87, 87. Who want to retire in 5 years? I got 3 more years to go because I've been with the company now a little bit over 2 years. So I got about 3 more to go. Okay, about 3 more. Let's talk about this here. So what's in your protection plan for yourself? Lifestyle and your future work. 87. You as an agent, you're going to also receive credit repair, credit builders, credit attorney, smart credit, your will, your trust, your FES debt zero, your LifeLock. But guess what us agents receive? Every agent receives up to $100,000 in life insurance. Is that awesome? Every agent. You will also get your own discount shopping card, your own, your My Care plan, 87 a month. I always say if you break it down in 30 days, we're talking about $2.90 or $3 a day will bring excellent credit and financial freedom your way. You guys agree with that? We waste that on chips or soda a day, but why not invest it into you or your future? So here we go, direct commission, residual income. Remember those 87? A direct commission on the 12, a direct commission of 12 is paid to the enrolled agent monthly for every 87 protection plan customer. Does that seem like a lot? It don't seem like a lot, do it? Imagine if you had 500 protection plan customers. Remember, agents pay 87, or your customers. Do the math. 500 times 12 is what? $6,000. Hint, hint. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money because what are you doing? You're building it on the back end, right? Now, let's talk about here. Agent 12, 12, 12. What we spoke about, the 87. It doesn't matter if they're agent or if they are a customer because they're still on what? The protection plan membership every single month. This is just the income potential with the 87 here. If you got 100 protection plans, we're talking about $1,200 a month. Y'all write this down if you're agents, if you're thinking about being an agent. This is your blueprint to how you're going to actually build your business on the back end. What about if you got, there you go, 500 customers, we're talking about 6,000. Imagine if you got about 10 or 20 of your agents and you broke it down, 10 or 20 agents, and how many they had to go out and get to actually get the 500. Is that good? And when you get 500, now you start driving you a free Audi. I'll get into that next. okay? What about if they got 1,000 protection plan customers? We're talking about, look at that, 12,000 per month. We're talking about, and 144,000 yearly. Okay, hold the question,
Okay.
hold them, okay. Good, y'all like that? That's awesome. So here's it, the power of the protection plan membership, setting up your retirement in the next 5 years. I'm gonna show you how you're gonna do it. This is you. When you bring in your 5 personal protection plan memberships, you're gonna get your service for free. Who like free? So you can bring in 5 agents or 5 customers, it does not matter. Okay, how you bring them in? 2 customers, 3 protection plans, 3 agents, it doesn't matter, okay? You're gonna teach those 5, I call it the power of 5. You're gonna teach those 5 how to go out and get 5. Now you have 25 memberships on the 87. Those 25 go out and get 5, you have 125. Those 125 go out and get 5, now you have 625. Imagine continuing to duplicate that for the next 5 years. Remember I told you the back end? We set that word retirement, right? Imagine if 100% of the membership stayed on the 87. We're talking about 75,000 a month. Who can see that? But we'll give a job 10, 15 years and you ain't making nothing like that. We will. Imagine if you would just, we know some people, they're gonna stop paying along the way, right? Imagine if 50% of the customers stayed on the 87. What about 30-something thousand? Is that still good?
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one here. What about if 10% only paid their 87? That's still good, 7,500.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, 1%, 7,500. What would this mean to you if you could still make 7,500 a month? That means a lot. Just coming to your household, simply on the protection plan. Now we're gonna talk about the Wealth and Freedom, our FES R&R Club. I love this right here. This is a very elite program right here that we have. It's gonna be actually built towards your retirement, your relaxation, okay? And showing you how to actually build. And guess how it's built? On the protection plan. That protection plan is powerful. It will help you trigger CAB bonuses, hit titles, build your residual income, and also put you in the R&R Club. Is that good?
Yeah.
Now look at here. You got 6 different levels here, okay? Level 1 simply says when you and your team, not you alone, but you and your team accumulate 500 protection plan customers. They're gonna start giving you $600 a month for an hourly payment of your choice. Go get whatever you want. And guess what in Florida? It's about 4 of us that got them in Florida. Gina, next.
Q7.
Y'all wanna drive one? If they're gonna pay for it, why not drive it? They're gonna pay for it, why not? Then you have the second level where you and your team do 1,000. They're gonna start giving you a one-time cash bonus. Who like cash bonus checks?
Oh, yes.
That first check is $10,000. I received that check this year. And one of my business partners, Mr. Ashton Henry. The second check, I'm waiting to get that 25K. That's a one-time on top of what you're making. And look at that one for 50,000. Now you have the third level where they're gonna start giving you 1,500 now. My upline just qualified for that 1,500 now. So now she has to go get what? A new car, about 100-something thousand now, to actually get the 1,500. This way, I think everybody should wanna be like this. 5K a month for your mortgage payment. When I think about this, it's so powerful. You know why, Gina? Because I'm thinking about building residual income with the 87, but it's doing a couple things at one time. 5K, my mortgage is not even 5K, okay? Monthly retirement bonus up to 25K. Lifetime bonus up to 100K to 250K. Now, I don't know where y'all may be. I'll probably be down on the beach house somewhere at this level right here. Think about it. But the thing is, sometimes we start stuff and we quit too soon. Think about when we started back in 2014. There were sometimes meetings was packed, it'll be down to 5-10 people, but we didn't stop. We kept sowing. And look at me now and the team now. Imagine if I would have quit. I didn't quit. So what I'm saying tonight, don't quit. Because you're quitting on yourself and your family and your future. Don't quit. So here we go. The training and support. We do have training and support. You guys like that?
Yeah.
We definitely have that for you. We have our own university called Financial Education Service University here. These are results that we have. Jean is actually a real estate broker out of Atlanta. Her and her husband, depending on closing, as a real estate broker, we depended on closing, and sometimes we waited weeks and even months. We know that some deals don't close. But now FES is their full-time career. And they're actually a part of the R&R Club now. Is that amazing?
Yes.
So Jean is out of Atlanta. Yep. We have another gentleman that is actually, this is Warren. Look at here. Warren said, as a business owner, I was watching my income go backwards due to change in the industry, and my financial future was in jeopardy. But he saw FES, and he's also an R&R Club member now too. Making a big decision. What I just showed you, did you see where you don't have your financial affairs in order? Everybody real quiet. So I guess that means that we all have a will to trust. Everybody have a will to trust in the room?
I do.
Look how many hands went up, look around the room. Everybody have excellent credit? What's excellent credit? A 740 or higher?
Working on it.
740 or higher is excellent credit, not a 650 or a 680, that's not excellent credit at all. 740, you can sign and drive. Okay? Not with those people tell me, oh, 650, that's bad credit. 740 or higher, okay? Let's make a big decision on tonight to see where you fall at in these categories on tonight. I always say, when you know better, you got to do what?
Do better.
When you leave the room, it's on you. What you do with the information on tonight. Number one simply says, it's not for me at this time, but I certainly know some people it'll probably be a good fit for. You probably want to refer your clients, and that's okay. You might be a number two. I need some of the service myself, maybe individually, or maybe I should become protection plan membership. Remember that custom for $87 a month? You could get started there too. Or maybe you may be a lucky number three like myself. This makes perfect sense. I just need a game plan and how to get started. You want to be an agent. Steps to getting started. To get